What's up, guys? Chemist here from Meanwhile the Man Cave, and we take a look at all things pop culture, games, toys, or anything we think is cool. And today we are taking a look at another Hot Toys masterpiece. This is of the Master of Mischief, Loki, from Avengers Endgame. Alright, starting right off, taking a look at the box. Nice picture of Tom Hiddleston himself as Loki. Got the Avengers symbol here on the side. Again, nice artwork carrying over on the side. Brief credits on the back. And again, continuation of the artwork from the front on the side. Let's get this slipcover off. And brief preview of everything we're going to get inside this. Looks like a ton of accessories. The Loki symbol up here on the top, kind of a picture of his helmet basically in like a gold leaf type stuff. Avenger symbol down here on the bottom. Avengers symbol on the back. And just a repeat of the other side artwork on the side here. Let's not waste a whole lot of time on this. Let's get the tape off and bust Loki out of this prison.
The animated Miss Minutes in the Loki series was based on the animated Mr. DNA from the original 1993 Jurassic Park. Originally, Miss Minutes was supposed to sound like Siri on the iPhone, but it was decided later to give her the Southern Belle accent because it made the character seem a little more surreal.
Alright, quick overview of what comes inside this package. One might say there's a crap load of accessories with this figure. And one would be right. Holy cow. Nice. Got Loki's scepter, pair of shackles, got the Tesseract. About another 7 extra hands outside of what's on Loki himself. So let's give you guys a closer look. And we have a couple open palm hands here. Slightly different poses. And another. A couple hands. It almost look like maybe for gripping the dagger. The little daggers that come with this. We'll find out once we get them, start getting them posed. These are all done really well. It's kind of like armor carrying over on to the top of his hand. And a couple gripping hands here. Most likely for Loki's scepter. And a pair of shackles fit for holding the God of Mischief. These are pretty nice. They're modeled really well. And I believe this chain in the middle feels like metal to me. So it could be. And when you're sick of hearing Loki talk about his glorious purpose, here is his muzzle, as seen in the movie. Really nice. And Loki's helmet. The iconic profile.
looks really nice. Would have been even cooler if they'd made this die cast or something. That would have been pretty cool. But it is not. It is plastic. But it still looks really nice. One thing to note, I know how everybody hates to read directions, but in the directions it tells you you need to take this helmet apart before you put it on Loki. So don't just try to cram it over his head, you'll damage him. So take it apart, then put it on. Then it tells you how to do that in the instructions. And the Tesseract itself. Very, very clear here. It would be kind of cool if they'd made it slightly cloudy, but still looks kind of cool. And with this, would have had the space stone in it, so the including the scepter that you're going to get in here, you'll have 2 of the Infinity Stones, because this one contained the Space Stone, and then the scepter contained the Mind Stone. And Loki's scepter, and with it, the Mind Stone. Pretty cool. And measuring in at just a little over 14 inches in length, the same staff, Loki's staff. This thing is huge. As you can see, the blades extended out a bit on this. Looks really nice. Another great accessory. And Loki daggers. Almost throwing knife type versions. And the figure stand. Asgardian symbol with the Avengers symbol and the title, the movie, which holds the crotch stand basically. And the Asgardian god burdened with glorious purpose himself, Loki. That's with all these Hot Toys. Faces are done really, really well. And the tailoring on this uniform is really, really well done. Stitching and such. Lots of nice details. Armor. This cape. Really well done. Boots. So we're going to start off with his articulation, starting off with the head. You can tilt the head slightly, but not a lot. Get your normal left and right motion. Lean it forward. And not really back because of the hair. Hair is really well done, but it does restrict motion as far as looking up. Lateral movement goes pretty nice. Forward and back. As far as going forward, I would be cautious. It does seem to, if you go too far forward, it does start to strain this. So I don't think I would have that extended out that far for a long period of time, because I think it would damage the uniform. The elbow does bend there. At a moderate angle, it doesn't seem to put really any strain on here, but the more you do it, the more it's going to crease there, and I would just be cautious with that over time. Could actually crack the pleather or whatever, I would think. All right. Doesn't seem to be a twisting to the arm there as far as at the elbow. It's only got the motion that it has there with the lateral movement, but does not seem to be any ball joint at the elbow for positioning that outward. The hand will tilt forward and back. Just make sure you have the hinge lined up correctly. Not a lot of motion here at the abdomen, which I wouldn't want it to anyway. I think that would damage the uniform over time. I think this figure is more or less intended for a stand-up pose. The legs do go out in a lateral motion a bit. Got your forward kick, a little bit back. And obviously you've got the bending at the knees. And you've got some foot motion here, forward and back. And you can angle the foot. So let's get the Master of Mischief in some poses, get on some of his accessories, and I'm gonna let you know what I think. The man, burdened with glorious purpose, with his helmet on. Very cool. Pretty happy with this figure. I have to say, he does have an evil look on his face with his helmet on. No, it really shouldn't change him, but to me it does change the look on his face. I think when I finally get him in with my other Hot Toys, I'll probably have him mainly posed in his helmet. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted this figure, was because it had his classic Avengers appearance helmet. But so many accessories with this figure. I just feel that the sheer number of accessories that this figure has, and the poses, the potential for the poses that you have with all those accessories, you shouldn't have any trouble finding the right combination to fit your needs. Whether you choose to have him in helmet or without helmet, I think he looks good either way. I really like how he looks holding the helmet. But ultimately, I will probably have him displayed with the helmet on.
So, in conclusion, I do recommend this figure. And I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. And please come back every Tuesday at 9 a.m. for a new episode of Meanwhile in the Man Cave. I'll talk to you guys later.